Hello students, let us start today's lesson with uniformly accelerated motion. Let us represent graphically uniformly accelerated motion. If the motion is uniformly accelerated, that means the acceleration with which the body is moving is uniform. Uniform means constant. Constant means एक सा. अगर 10 सेकंड तक कोई मोशन हो रहा है तो भी एक्सेलरेशन एक सा रहे, अगर 1 घंटे तक हो रहा है तो भी एक्सेलरेशन एक सा. कुल मिला के ये बात है कि थ्रू आउट द जर्नी द एक्सेलरेशन शुड रिमेन कांस्टेंट. नाउ व्हाट इज एक्सेलरेशन? एक्सेलरेशन इज v minus u upon t. If acceleration is constant, any number like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 meter per second square, what does this indicate? That this factor should remain constant. ये factor कब constant रहेगा? When for the equal time intervals, let us take 5 seconds, for every 5 seconds, this numerator of this expression should remain constant. And इसको constant रखने के लिए क्या constant रहना चाहिए? v minus u. And v minus u कैसे constant रहेगा? When the changes in between the two velocities should be equal. When velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of time. हर 5 सेकेंड में velocity changes from 0 to suppose 2 meter per second. Then in next 5 seconds the velocity becomes 4 meter per second. Then in next 5 seconds the pointer again moves आगे कितना? 4 से 6 meter per second. Then in next 5 seconds velocity again changes. Velocity is not constant, otherwise the motion is uniform. It is uniformly accelerated motion. That means velocity is continuously changing from 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. Equal intervals are there, and that's why the motion is known as uniformly accelerated motion. The next thing is, if we draw a graph of uniformly accelerated motion and the graph in between acceleration and time. This is acceleration in meter per second square, and this is t in seconds. So we have acceleration on the y-axis and time on x-axis. Let us again choose our scale. Time 0, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second. If you have space, take 5, 6 or more readings. Acceleration is uniform, constant, एक समान. 0 सेकेंड पे अगर एक्सेलरेशन 2 था तो 1 सेकेंड बाद भी 2 है, 2 सेकेंड बाद भी 2 है, 3 सेकेंड बाद भी 2 है, 4 सेकेंड बाद भी 2 रहेगा, 5 सेकेंड बाद भी 2 रहेगा. This is acceleration when the motion is uniformly accelerated. Now we'll draw graph for that. Let us draw graph. Acceleration is, let us take scale on the acceleration axis also, that is y-axis. At the 0 second acceleration is 2. After 1 second acceleration is 2. After 2 second acceleration is 2. तभी तो उसको यूनिफॉर्म बोला है, क्योंकि वो टाइम के साथ चेंज नहीं हो रहा है. कैसा बना ग्राफ? In the acceleration time graph, when the graph is parallel to time axis, then this is showing that acceleration is uniform, and that's why this graph is for uniformly accelerated motion. Next, let us draw graph in between speed and time. अभी आपको बताया था speed, that is velocity is changing or speed is changing in equal intervals of time by equal amount. Let us take t here in seconds, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 if you can take. We have speed here, speed in meter per second. This is 2, 4, 6. Choose scale wisely. After in zeros at 0 second, the velocity is, let us take 2. After 1 second, velocity is 4. After 2 second, velocity is 6, then 8. Then if you have taken it और लेते जाइए, the graph is like this. This is straight line but with a slope, and this shows that the velocity is continuously increasing with time, with this time. If the velocity is continuously increasing by equal amounts in equal interval of time, then definitely it shows that the motion is uniformly accelerated motion. For the same thing, let us draw the position time graph for the same uniformly accelerated motion. Let us move to new slide, and that gives you the position time. For the same data, we are taking it for position time. This is your position and this is time. You have to write units here. And on every graph you have to write scale. Use graph paper for this and paste that graph paper on your classwork copy. Again, draw graph yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Now the position. Choose scale wisely. This is, let us take in fact 5. Every 10 division is equal to 5 meter, and 15. At 0 it is 0. At 1 it is 4, slightly less than 5. At 1 it is 1. Draw it again. Let us take position and time graph. For that we are taking position here, time here, write units again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and we'll take here 5, 10, 15. Then we have for 0 it is 0, for 1 it is 1 here, somewhere here, and for 2 seconds it is 4, slightly less than 5. For 3 it is 9. For 4 it is 16. So what type of graph is obtained? This is known as parabola. This shows the rapid increase in the distance or the position with respect to time. So this is uniformly accelerated motion, and this graph is showing, that is distance line graph is showing the uniformly accelerated motion. Try some other graphs with the help of the data framed by you. See these activities, and for these activities this data is given, and with the help of this data find out the questions given here, draw the graphs for this one, and try to write answers in your activity copies. We will go through one more thing, and that is question for homework. This is question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything we have discussed in the topics, go through the question, find out the answer, and write these answers in your homework copy. This is graph The question is based on this graph, and you have to find out how far does the car travel in first 4 seconds. First 4, this is time. So first 4 seconds is this. So you have to find out how far. This is speed. This is time. So you have to use relation and find out the distance traveled. Fine. Try to solve these questions.